Hello.
Hey.
This is episode 2 of Philly Fan Talk. Today we will be doing our award predictions, like MVP, Rookies of the Year, Players of the Year, Coach, and Comeback Player of the Year.
We're going to start boring with comeback, and then we're going to go comeback player, Coach of the Year, the Rookies of the Year, and then the Players of the Year, and then MVP.
Yeah.
So get more fun as we go.
This video is going to be a lot shorter than our last one, the Week 1 predictions. We just wanted to get this video out before
football season starts.
Right
now
tonight.
it is 6 o'clock. It's 5:59 right now. So football starts in 2 hours.
Yep.
So I need to edit this and get it out.
And
quick.
the reason we are in a different environment.
It's
right
pouring
now,
rain.
It's pouring rain, and
you might hear some thunder during this. So sorry if there's a distraction.
It's thunderstorming, so we couldn't really do it outside on anybody's front porch. So we're in my basement right now.
Next episode, we will have a special guest. That's a promise. We'll have a special guest next episode.
Can't tell you who.
Can't tell you.
We will have a special guest.
Who knows?
That being said, let's get into it. Comeback Player of the Year. I'll let Ryan start off.
So, this player, I don't know if you necessarily say that he would be a comeback, but everybody knows the famous, finger position, Tua. The finger position where his, his thumb and, middle finger go out a bunch while he's, laying on the ground against the Bengals.
It looks like he had a stroke.
Yeah. He got, 2 concussions, I think.
3.
3. It was really
He
close.
had 2 before the finger one.
How many? No, he didn't.
He did.
No, that was the first one.
Okay, maybe.
Because that was in week 5. So he can't have 2 concussions before week 5.
Okay, maybe I'm stupid.
What? Didn't Matt Stafford have 2 or 3?
I don't know.
It was between Stafford and Tua, and I just went Tua. Because, the Dolphins are going to be better. So
My Comeback Player of the Year is also a quarterback, and he's also on a team that's going to be better than they were last year. They're going to come back in a big way. My Comeback Player of the Year is Russell Wilson
Okay, that's good.
of the Denver Broncos.
It's good.
Yeah. I like the blanket.
All right,
That's why I have it.
I'll have a blanket.
But yeah, those are our Comeback Players of the Year: Tua Tagovailoa and Russell Wilson.
Yep.
On to Coach of the Year.
Coach of the Year, you start this time.
All right. I'm just gonna say Andy Reid. I'm gonna be basic. I'm just gonna say Andy Reid.
The award is for the most improved coach.
Yeah.
It's not for the best like Andy Reid. It's for more of who's the guy from Giants?
Brian Dable.
Brian Dable. He's more mid-level.
Mm-hmm.
But the Giants have sucked. And he went to take the Giants from here, went up to here. Sure, he's not Chiefs level, but he went up to here, making him coach.
Did Pete Carroll retire?
No.
Okay, then I'll say Pete Carroll.
He literally just was talking. He had an ESPN report go out today, 3 o'clock, about how this is going to be his 50th year coaching.
Wow.
Not in the NFL specifically, but for his life. He's been starting since 1973.
That's crazy. Yeah, my Coach of the Year is Pete Carroll because the
Pete Carroll?
Seahawks are gonna.
You think they're gonna make a leap?
Yeah. Oh.
I don't see them making a leap. I see them being the 6th seed in the NFC.
I think they could be 4-3.
You think they're gonna beat out the Niners for the division?
They could. I wouldn't be surprised.
Wow, bold. That's bold. My Coach of the Year. This is a guy who, his team almost made the playoffs last year when they were not supposed to, just because of a tiebreaker. Sorry about that. His dog.
That's a dog.
Dan Campbell will win Coach of the Year, I think.
Mm-hmm.
He's been not a great coach. He's a good coach. It's just, you got the Lions.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the best coach. It's not the best team to coach.
They're going to be good, though.
They'll be good, though. That's why I think they'll...
There's a lot of noise happening upstairs.
I'm sorry.
Sorry about that.
We told them
I
to be
live
quiet.
in a house with 6 people, so...
And 3 cats and a dog.
Yeah. that's that. But okay, Coach of the Years.
Dan
Pete
Campbell.
Carroll. Dan Campbell.
Pete Carroll.
You're
Good
doing offensive rookie or defensive rookie first?
Start with offense.
All right, you go first.
I could see this going a lot of ways. There's like 5 different people that I could see. Quarterback won't win it. Quarterbacks are very unlikely to ever do good in their first year. Look at Kenny Pickett. Did terrible last year. Desmond Ritter only started 4 games still. Sam Howell did good for his 1 game. But not great. And it's not going to be a quarterback this year either. It will be the wide receiver from the Baltimore Ravens, Zay Flowers. They have no other pass catchers. I mean, they have OBJ, but he's washed. J.K. Dobbins, Gus Edwards, not the answer at running back. Their defense is okay, but honestly, I don't see all the hype. I don't. They have a good quarterback. They have a good tight end. They have a good kicker. What else do they have? Sure, they might have a safety or so. They don't have any middle linebacker. Well, they have Roquan Smith. Kind of forgot about it. Kind of forgot he existed. They have no defensive lineman. They have like 1 good receiver.
Okay, you don't need
And
to
a
go
rookie.
over every
Like,
position.
They don't have much. I don't see all the hype. They're not making playoffs this year.
Okay.
Steelers are going to finish.
I
in
don't
front of them.
agree with Zay Flowers at all. Some may consider this pick basic. Some may consider this pick bold.
Anthony Richardson, watch it happen.
Yeah.
I
I wouldn't be surprised if it was Anthony Richardson. That's not my pick, though. No.
Oh, wow.
It's, Bijan. Bijan Robinson.
All right,
is
yeah.
my pick.
It's the obvious choice.
Yeah.
But the obvious choice is never the choice. I mean, sure, Mahomes won MVP last year, but if Hurts wasn't out for 2 games, I'm not just saying this because fly eagles fly. Because if he did the same exact stats as Mahomes in those 2 games, he would have been MVP. He would have.
Bijan is, in my opinion,
Sorry, I'm calling a lot.
best pick of the draft.
No, Jalen Carter at 9. I'm not just saying that because he's an Eagles fan. He was supposed to go like 3rd. He was supposed to go in front of Will Anderson.
I am so
That was
high
crazy.
on Bijan. It's
I am
crazy.
too. But
He's an absolute stud.
I understand that. But running backs don't matter anymore. They don't.
I
I
know.
think they do. But
He could
Oh,
lead the
GM.
league in rushing yards for all I know.
for his first year,
Yes.
and from Jacobs, Henry, Chubb, no. Saquon.
Okay, so
Cook,
yes,
no.
maybe you have a point.
Wow. Okay.
He's top 5 in rushing yards, I would not be surprised in his first year.
Maybe top half.
He is an absolute
He's a rookie.
stud.
He's a
of
rookie.
running back.
He's a
I
rookie.
understand that. He's so good.
His offensive line sucks. He has Jake Matthews. Oh, woohoo. Chris Lindrum.
You,
Woohoo.
Lindstrom.
Same thing.
Okay, I guarantee you everybody out there is going to think I'm way too high on Bijan. And yeah, you're probably right.
Leave it in the
it's
comments.
very rare that he finishes. It's very unlikely. he
Leave all
finishes
your
top 5
predictions in the
rushing.
comments. We want to read it. I want to see
Yeah.
what they I'm curious.
But that being said, we move on to
Defensive rookie of the
defensive
year.
rookie of the year.
You start.
My defensive rookie of the year is another Seahawk here.
Really?
Instead of Pete
All right.
Carroll, we're going cornerback Devin Witherspoon for cornerback, or not for cornerback, for defensive rookie of the year. Yep.
So Devin Witherspoon.
Yeah, I think the Seahawks have a very underrated defense, and
Watch,
I think
I'm gonna say it. Okay, I stopped myself before I said it. Christian Gonzalez. Every time I tell him my defensive rookie of the year, I always say Tony Gonzalez. Every time. I stop myself. In my head, I said no. Christian, not Tony. Christian. I got it that time. Christian Gonzalez. I don't know how they let the best defensive mind coach in the NFL get him. I picked 17? Or was it
something
20?
like that.
It was like 17 or 20. It was one of those 2. Probably 20. And it's crazy that they got him there. The best defensive mind in the whole NFL. Not even a defensive coordinator. Bill Belichick gets the best corner, in my opinion, in the draft. Devin Witherspoon, short, he was hyped, but honestly, I think they're almost the exact same, but the only reason I think he went higher is because Illinois is a better team than Oregon. I know that could be controversy, but You could have an hour discussion between who's better, Illinois or Oregon, but I think Oregon sucks.
Okay, did you just say Illinois? Okay, sorry about that. Just correcting his grammar here. It's Illinois.
Yeah, I know,
But we're going to forget that he ever said that. We're going to forget that happened. We're going to move on to offensive and defensive players of the year. And I will go first for this one. My offensive player of the year is Ja'Marr Chase. He's my favorite player in the league right now. I'm not biased. I think he's going to have a huge year.
I mean,
And I wouldn't be surprised if he finished better than Justin Jefferson at the end of the year.
you know what I don't understand?
What?
Quarterbacks win MVP every year. Every year.
Mhm.
So why don't they win Offensive Player of the Year?
That's true.
Makes no sense. Sure, the NFL isn't the one who votes for who wins the awards. People who vote, if you're watching this, why?
Don't pick Mahomes.
It makes no sense. Just have the MVP win Offensive Player of the Year. I don't care if it's Mahomes twice. Just make it so that it's not Mahomes and JJ. It makes no sense. It makes no sense.
Okay.
It really does.
Um,
My Offensive Player of the Year is Tyreek Hill.
that's-
Simple,
So-
Tyreek Hill.
you have comeback and OPOY as Dolphins. I have coach and what's it called? OPOY. Or,
Who cares?
yeah, that.
Next.
I don't care. I'm blanking.
MVP.
Coach and defensive rookie of the year. That's what I meant to say.
MVP.
And no, defensive player of the year.
You're right.
Your turn.
Is it really a debate?
No.
Nick Bosa.
Yeah, I mean we
It's
both
not.
have the same pick.
It's
They
not.
just signed him to the
Biggest contract.
biggest contract for a defensive player in NFL history.
5-year, 170, 122 and a half guaranteed.
He's
No question.
he's so good. He's gonna lead the league in sacks again.
Yeah.
He
I
is-
could see Myles Garrett doing it, but
Nick Bosa's young. He's good.
so is Garrett.
Okay.
Just saying, so is Garrett. Time for MVP.
Yeah.
You're going first.
I'm going first. And originally,
If you
I
say
had,
this player, I'm gonna freak out.
yeah, the more I think about it, it was not good to have this player as MVP.
He
at
was
all.
thinking Lamar.
Yeah, I was thinking Lamar. I think of his weapons, his
Suck.
pass captures.
Suck.
He has Zay
Who's
Flowers
good?
and Mark Andrews.
Good.
They're
good
gonna
job.
rack up most of the yards and touchdowns.
Sleeper pick,
So-
fantasy, get Zay Flowers. Sleeper.
So instead of Lamar,
You can say Lamar.
I'm not gonna say Lamar. In my opinion,
If you don't know, I'll say.
it's
Joe Cool. Joe Burrow.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
Well,
say.
then I'm changing because I don't want to have the same thing for MVP.
Alright.
I'll just say Jalen Hurts because it's either Hurts, it's one of the three. Mahomes, Hurts, Burrow.
Burrow's gonna
It's
be
one of
out
the
for a
three.
little bit, but when he comes back,
No, he's not going to be out. I think he's missing like one game, if that. If he's even missing the first game.
when he comes back, even if he misses a game, when he comes back, he's coming back in a huge way. I like I said, I had Ja'Marr Chase as offensive player of the year. I think they're going to be the deadliest duo in all of football. Allen and Diggs, Hurts and Brown.
It,
It's coming from an Eagles fan.
ESPN report Joe Burrow will play week 1.
So yeah, I
Burrow
think
and
Joe
Hurts.
Burrow is MVP.
Burrow and Hurts. Mahomes is going to win it. We all know that. It's just, I want to make it
I
more
wanna
fun.
be
Different. I want to make it more fun.
yeah. And with that,
That wraps up the predictions.
that is me and Ryan's
Oh.
NFL award predictions for the upcoming NFL season.
Yep.
We'll see you next week for week 2
Week 3.
predictions.
Yeah.
See you later.
Yep. Special guest next episode.